Peter Schlosser is the Vice President and Vice Provost of the Global Futures Laboratory, the Director of the Global Institute of Sustainability and Innovation, and the University Global Futures Professor at Arizona State University. His research focuses on the hydrosphere, primarily the circulation of water in the oceans and the use of groundwater, climate change, and the future of our planet under increasing pressure from human activities. He serves on numerous national and international scientific steering committees and advisory committees, including co-chair of the Earth League, chair of the steering group of the International Study of Arctic Change, and a member of the boards of the Sustaining Arctic Observing Network and the Sustainability Consortium. He is a member of the German National Academy of Science and fellow of the American Geophysical Union, fellow of the American Association for the Advancement of Science, and the Explorers Club. Please welcome Dr. Peter Schlosser.
Hi, my name is Peter Schlosser. I'm Vice President and Vice Provost of Global Futures at Arizona State University. I'm leading the Julie Ann Wrigley Global Futures Laboratory, and I'm Director of the Global Institute of Sustainability and Innovation. This session is about artisanal mining, but what I would like to do is to put artisanal mining into the larger context of the future of our planet, particularly planetary health. Because without a healthy planet, we really cannot create a future in which life and the systems that support it can thrive and in which future generations can actually shape a life according to their needs. When we are looking at what has happened to the planet over the past few hundred years, we see that humankind has moved out of balance with the rest of the Earth systems. We have put pressures from many directions onto the planet by asking the planet to provide us with resources of many kinds to an extent that pushes the planet to its boundaries. In a way, we are asking the planet to give more than it has to offer. The signs of that are easily visible. For example, an increasing population of about 8 billion right now, since about 200 years plus, has extracted huge amounts of fossil fuels to provide the energy that society needs to function. That, in turn, led to the increase of carbon dioxide or CO2 in the atmosphere. And we all know what the effect of that is. It's called the greenhouse effect, and it leads to increased temperatures, to droughts. If you take that together, it increases the occurrence of wildfires. And if we are just looking at 2019 and 2020, we had tremendous fire activity from the Arctic through the west coast of the US, mainly California, through Brazil, and then it ended at the end of 2019 in a real inferno in Australia, where the fire was so intense that it burned about 1.5 to 2 billion animals, including 2/3 of the koala bear population. Coming back to Brazil and the fires. Of course, in Brazil, the fires have two reasons. One is related to climate change. The other one is related to the fact that people want to use the land, the forested land, for agriculture. So a lot of the fires are actually caused by intentionally burning the forest and then using the land for agriculture, typically exhausting the nutrients in a relatively short period of time, and then moving on to burning more forest so there is more land. This is a well-known feature, and there are many activities that try to halt the burning of the rainforest in the Amazon and put an end to this destruction of biodiversity and ecosystem services. What is much less known is artisanal mining. But artisanal mining also takes away big chunks of forest in the Amazon. It leaves behind barren land, often filled with ponds of water, and thereby also contributes to the destruction of one of the major ecosystems on our planet. What is more so it's not just that we are losing forest, we are also leaving behind polluted land and polluted water. That leads to health effects and is a major problem for the population. So as we are looking at artisanal mining and the future, we have to be inventive. We have to be using all the knowledge and all the innovative power that we have as society to move towards a much more sustainable way of artisanal mining, meaning restoring the area that has been perturbed by the mining and restoring an ecosystem that is healthy and can thrive in the future. So it is actually great to see that the Conservation X Lab has this competition to help find solutions to a much more sustainable use of that forest. I wish all of you the best of luck in that competition.